What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of Pallet Picks. And today on Pallet Picks, we got my man Rey Mysterio Jr. From the Walmart Ultimates collection, the Ruthless Aggression collection. I don't have a lot of Rey Mysterios. This is my second Rey Mysterio, but I will say this is one of the best Rey Mysterios I've ever seen, simply because of the entrance gear. But let's go over his body here. Pretty much starting out, his leg articulation is really good. This is an Ultimates figure. He has the drop down hips like G.I. Joe. His legs, the way they break apart as far as the die cut, the double jointed knees, and down at the ankle is almost like a suited WWE Mattel figure. I'm not a real big fan of the suited figures, so the way the leg cut is, they are kind of choppy and blocky. But I will say this, his legs move very well. Ankle rockers, you know how WWE Elites and Ultimates are not the best, but he does have the toe hinge. Now, as far as his abdominal, where his waist is at, it's pretty much on a ball joint, and it has kind of like the disc cut where the hips are at. Actually, when I first put his entrance gear on, his body was, his Mexican tattoo was towards his back, his navel was towards his back, and the spine was in the front. So those two parts operate on their own. Also, when it comes to his arms, he has a wonderful butterfly joint that can go almost opposite the direction. And double jointed elbows. I had to heat it up a little bit, and it worked fine from there. I didn't have no problem with articulation. Articulation is pretty much a standard Ultimates Rey Mysterio figure. As far as his hands, they're a little bit loose, but they're tight enough. Later on in the video, you'll see I'll lose a wrist band from him because they're actually separate pieces. And then as far as his head sculpt, he has kind of like a smiley head sculpt, and then he has kind of like a just plain straightforward face head sculpt, which he has on now. And this is the more smiley head sculpt here. He also has the open hands for grappling or picking somebody up, so he just has two sets of hands. As far as an Ultimate, he's kind of slacking on the hands. Most time Ultimates come about 4 or 5 pairs of hands. I should know. I have plenty of Ultimates, and they're pretty much loaded with hands. The best thing about this figure is this headdress here. I don't know what it is. In real life, it looked more like a peacock. It had more spots on the back fan feathers there, but still a beautiful piece there. Made of rubber, not soft goods material, which is cool. And that goes for his garments here, as far as the chest piece and the piece that goes around his waist are made of rubber, but they're good though. If they were made of soft goods, it would have been awesome, but I don't know if they could get a deep sculpt like they can get on the rubber. And this is all cast in black rubber with paint on it, and it looks phenomenal on him. Like, this is the best, almost the best, most beautiful wrestling figure that I have, just simply because this outfit. And that's what I got this figure for. It's really not to have him stripped down and do moves with him as Rey Mysterio. It's this shelf presence here. That's basically what this is. This is, to me, more than a wrestling figure. To me, this is the epitome of an action figure, to be honest with you. And I'm trying to really figure out, do I want to put this guy in my Ultimates or my wrestling section, or do I just want to put a special place for him to go? And because that's how good it looks as far as the shelf presence of him. And like I said, it's really this headdress here, which is made of rubber. And if it was made of soft goods, more like feathers or things like that would have been cool too. But I don't knock them for making it out of this plastic or rubber or whatever it is. But even the net on the back, when you see in between the gap, that is a rubber piece that you pretty much just slide in place on his head. I heated it up and it went on really good, but you don't have to do that. It'll fit on quite snug within itself. But this guy basically comes from WrestleMania 22 when he won the belt. I wonder why they didn't give him a belt with that. He had a triple-way match with Kurt Angle and my man Orton, which I just watched today, man. And what a great match. He was getting his ass thrown out a lot, and the battle was really kind of between Kurt Angle and Orton from what I've seen. But Ray kept coming back in there, and this is the epitome of what Rey Mysterio is, a guy that's 5'6". I remember when he was with WCW and NWO picked his ass up and threw him like a dart against the side of the building. I actually seen that live, like '96. not live on television, but that is the epitome of Rey Mysterio. And what better than put him up against another lucha libre like King from Tekken? So this is the what I'm talking about here. That you can just take this character that Rey Mysterio is dressed as in here, and you can put him up against a just out of this world character like King, who's a very big, imposing guy from a fictional game. And this is action figure 101 right here. This is the beauty of an action figure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I love Rey Mysterio like that, I'm definitely not planning on being a Rey Mysterio variant collector. But this is the part when I say the beauty of an action figure. As far as this one right here, it's almost the most, besides Ric Flair Ultimates, the most imposing, most beautiful Ultimate that I have. And I just pretty so much got him here to show his leg articulation and show he's still a figure that can get down and move. He doesn't shake up the world as far as when it comes to like an action figure. He pretty much has that regular Ultimate body. He's a little bit smaller, but he's a smaller Ultimate. Which he, of course, Rey Mysterio is supposed to be 5'6", and WWE Elite and Ultimates are bigger 6-inch scale characters, but he's so small he kind of fits in. He's probably about the size of your regular Marvel Legends, man. But Rey Mysterio putting in that work. I found this at Walmart. It's a Walmart exclusive, so you only can find at Walmart. It's starting to slowly trickle down across America. I found this last week. Finally got this guy up here, man. And I know I said I was done with Ultimates, but this figure made me buy it because of the impressive set that it came with. It doesn't come with a lot of hands or anything like that, or head sculpts, which the new Giant has like 4 head sculpts, and Ric Flair has 6 pairs of hands, 4 pairs of hands. This guy doesn't do that, but he has a phenomenal entrance gear, man, which basically translates into shelf presence. That is the main reason why I grabbed this figure. But we're gonna wrap it up with Rey Mysterio here. Awesome figure. If you can find him in Walmart, he should be coming up. Ruthless Aggression Ultimates. They usually run about $32. And I would like to tell you guys, man, please forgive me for my mic. It went to shit about 2-3 weeks ago. It has a real hollowed out sound, but I'm still gonna pound out these pallet picks and any other thing I need to do with a voiceover until we get that mic situation straight. But this is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures. If you guys want to, hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.